wanted to address Mikey and Aubrey before the toast also. So Mikey, first, welcome to our family. Yeah. And it is official now. And so I know that it has felt like family since very early on, but officially welcome to our family. And I think you already know that we prayed for you long before we ever knew you. And we'll continue to pray for you each and every day. So, and I will get through this too. So, but, and we're very, very proud of the young man that you are. You're a wonderful young man, and we couldn't be happier with God's choice. So, and just wanted to tip our hats to Donnie and Tiffany Stanton, Mikey's parents, and the wonderful job that you've done in raising such a wonderful young man. So congratulations today, and thank you so much for sharing Mikey's life with us. He's been an absolute blessing to our entire family since day one. So, and Aubrey, last but not least, Aubrey. Aubrey, geez. The first thing that comes to mind for me is just that you've been a bundle of joy since the very beginning, since day one. And I have just such a vivid memory of your mom and I bringing you home from the hospital. And you've been nothing but a treasure ever since. So when I think of Aubrey, the first word that comes to mind for me that I think of is sweetness, and just how incredibly sweet you are. And I think anybody that knows you would agree with that. And so when I think of that sweetness, it makes me think of a story. And of course, you know, if you give me a microphone, I have to tell a story. So, but I promise there is a moral to the story. So Aubrey, when she was growing up, she didn't stray very far from the nest in the beginning, and until she started school, and her mom would take her to school the first couple years. And then we noticed, there was a bus that was coming down into the neighborhood, and it had a pick up and drop off not very far away. And so Aubrey, I can't remember if we suggested it to you, you said you wanted to ride the bus or what, but Aubrey started riding the bus. And she'd been riding the bus for, a few weeks. And she comes home and she says, I said, how's it going riding that bus? And she says, well, Dad, there's these kids that are kind of picking on me. And I said, well, picking on you? What do you mean? And so she started telling me the things that these kids were saying and some of the things that they were doing. And boy, pretty soon I felt my blood just kind of rising up a little bit. And so, like any good parent, I took her out and started working on her left jab, followed by a right hook. And then I said to her, now, Aubrey, you go get on that bus tomorrow, and the first one of them that starts picking on you, you just walk right up there and pop them right in the nose. And she looks at me and she goes, okay, Dad. Tiny little thing just walks off, and I thought, oh, no, she's not going to have anything to do with that. She's way too sweet. And sure enough, she didn't. But anyway, the moral, and so you probably think, well, what's the moral of that story? But the moral to the story is that as much as your mom would like to take credit for you being as sweet as you are, and she is sweet, my wife, and as much as I would like to take credit for it, with my obvious parenting skills. It's God who gets the glory. And for it was he that knit you together in your mother's womb. And he planted a heart of gold in you. And he poured a whole lot of sweetness in there. A whole lot. And it's that heart of gold and all that sweetness that sits here right now today for all to see. And he's led you right up to this very moment right now. And the Bible tells us that if you raise up a child in the way that they should go, that even when they grow older, they shall not depart from it. And so a reflection of past, present, and future would be that I and your mom, Aubrey, I promise, will never, ever forget the little girl. We have a lot of wonderful memories that we'll cherish in our hearts forever. And we're so very, very proud of the young woman that you've become and that you are. And your mom and I have great faith in the woman that you're yet to be in the days and years ahead. So Aubrey, today we just celebrate with you. We're so happy for you on this your special day. And we're just so very proud of who you are. And in addition to that, the woman that you're yet to be. We love you so very, very much. Love you, Aubrey. And now for the toast. Since I held the microphone captive long enough. So if you can grab your glasses, please, or gather them up as I get mine of water, juice, soda, whatever you have. And we'll get going. So here's to Mikey and Aubrey, to a long, healthy life filled with love, joy, and laughter. So filled with love, with the joy of the Lord at the center, and sprinkled with lots and lots and lots of laughter. And now if you could raise your glasses for this part. And this is in the words of a very wise woman. Mikey and Aubrey, we're so glad you met. We're so very, very happy that you fell in love. And we're thrilled today that you're now married. So now get out there and make some babies. Here's to Mikey and Aubrey Stanton, everybody. Cheers.